Hey guys, okay, so another concept I just think it's important that we need to talk about. Make sure you listen to this and ask questions below. The time cap is meant to be hit. I think there is a misconception here that the time cap is something that, like we run our course and just do our thing, and then there's the time cap over here and we just hope that those things match. It's not meant to be that way. The time cap is meant to be hit. And to hit it, many of us need to think about how to manipulate our weight selections and our pace and even the reps in a conditioning component to make sure that we do hit the time cap. And when I say many of us, what I mean is you as coaches have a responsibility to identify where people are doing things that aren't going to allow them to hit the time cap. So just to be very clear on that, when we look at a time cap, you need to make sure that you're thinking about what is the cycle time. Are you somebody who does burpees really, really quickly so you can do it exactly as it's written? Or do you go a little slower on burpees? If you go a little slower on burpees, maybe we need to adjust the reps, or maybe we need to adjust the rounds. The point is, I actually want people working, within 5% of the time cap, right? So if it's a 6-minute time cap, I want people to be at the most finishing, at 5:15 on that. If anybody's finishing at 4 minutes, it doesn't mean they're super fit. It means they probably didn't exploit the opportunity the way they should have. They should have gone heavier and come right up to that time cap. And if somebody finishes the workout and they were halfway through the conditioning component at time cap, we did not get that. It's not that the time cap was wrong. It's not that the workout wasn't right. It's that we need to adjust it. And that is one of the massive differences about the conditioning component versus A10 and A20, where we don't have a time cap, so I don't care. You get to pick your own adventure. Do you want to move fast and go light? Do you want to move a little slower and go heavy? It doesn't matter. We all finish in 10 or 20 minutes. The conditioning component is different. And that's part of the reason I love it, is it creates a lot more variety of stimulus. But if you just disregard the time cap and grab the weight you grab, or do the reps you do, and what should have been a completed workout in 6 minutes became a half of a workout in 6 minutes, or it became a completed workout in 3 minutes, we're missing the point of the time cap. Now there's one other thing that I've observed in Built Body, and I want to tell you exactly what I said to my class this morning. I said, putting things to time can bring out the very best in us, meaning it can make us go into the deeper our deepest resolve and figure out hey, what kind of second tank do I have to go as hard as I possibly can? That's a good thing. Once in a while, it's good to go there. I said, but the time cap can also bring out the absolute worst in us. And the worst in us looks like people shaving off the edges of their movement. All of a sudden, they're doing ground to jump and touch, and they're jumping a 1/4 inch off the ground. And this is me literally saying this to class this morning. And what I said was, you are not here to win at fitness. This is not about winning a workout or winning at exercise. This is about maximizing your opportunity to develop fitness. So today's example was snatches and ground to jump and touch. So what I had them do, first of all, I reminded them that, hey, we're not snapping it out off to the side and yanking it back down. You're setting up with a flat back. You're long and loose to the arm. That overhead position is strong. Bicep is glued to the ear. Smooth is fast. I want to see these snatches done properly. And then the other thing I had people do was I had every single person find a bar where they could jump to and touch their forearm to the bar. It's pretty high. And I said, when you are doing your ground and jump and touch today, you're going to tap the floor and you're going to jump up and you're going to touch your forearm to the bar. Because what I don't want to see is you get so fixated on going fast that you're basically doing, forward fold to mountain pose. You're not even jumping anymore. You're missing the boat. You're fixated and prioritizing something you shouldn't be. And it was fantastic. I got so much positive affirmation from the group, just basically being like, yeah, that's number one, that's a good point. I think a lot of people feel that way about the time cap. We need to remind people, this is not about winning. This is about optimizing our exercise regimen and going deeper into the intensity cave. That's what it's about. So please, number one, coaches, time caps are meant to be hit. It's not, you don't do your thing and hope it matches the time cap. You adjust your thing to make it fit the time cap, okay? That's the first thing. And the second thing is we've got to remind our classes, so every single coach watching this, the next Built Body class, Time caps can bring out the best in us because it brings out the intensity, and it can bring out the worst in us because it makes us, cheat on reps, cut corners, decrease range of motion, all because we're fixated on going fast. We cannot get caught in that trap. Call that out, help people understand it. It will make the built body experience better.